The luxury watch market is heating up, and smart collectors are making moves right now. With production changes, discontinuations, and surging demand on the horizon, 2026 could see these timepieces become significantly more expensive or nearly impossible to find. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting your journey, these 10 watches represent incredible investment opportunities that won't stay accessible for long. From iconic sports watches to elegant dress pieces, each one has specific factors driving its value upward. Don't wait until it's too late. Here are the watches you need to secure today. Number 10. Rolex Datejust 41. The Rolex Datejust 41 stands as one of the most versatile and timeless watches in existence, making it a perfect entry point for serious collectors. This 41mm beauty combines classic design with modern proportions, featuring Rolex's flawless oyster case and their iconic Cyclops lens over the date window. What makes this watch special right now is its relative accessibility compared to other Rolex sports models, but that window is closing fast. The Datejust has always been a staple of the Rolex lineup, and as sports models become harder to obtain, more buyers are turning to this elegant alternative. Available in countless dial and bezel combinations, you can find the perfect version that speaks to your style. The combination of the 3235 movement's reliability and the watch's dressy yet sporty versatility means this piece works for literally any occasion. Market analysts are predicting that as Rolex continues tightening production and allocation, even their classic models like the Datejust will see significant price increases throughout 2025 and into 2026, making now the perfect time to add one to your collection. Number 9. Rolex Daytona 11-17500 LN. The Rolex Daytona 11-17500 LN with its ceramic bezel is already one of the most sought-after watches in the world, and its value trajectory shows no signs of slowing down. This modern iteration of the legendary chronograph combines everything collectors love about vintage Daytonas with contemporary materials and reliability. The black or white dial options both command serious premiums on the secondary market, often selling for double or triple the retail price when you can even find them. What's driving this watch's value is simple supply and demand. Rolex produces relatively few Daytonas compared to demand, and authorized dealers have wait lists stretching years into the future. The 11-16500 LN represents the sweet spot of modern Rolex collecting, featuring the in-house caliber 4130 movement that's both robust and beautifully finished. As we head toward 2026, rumors of a potential update or discontinuation are swirling, which historically causes prices to surge even higher. The motorsport heritage, celebrity endorsements, and pure wrist presence make this watch a blue-chip investment. Getting your hands on one at anything close to retail right now could mean significant returns by 2026. Number 8. Rolex GMT-Master 2 Pepsi. The Rolex GMT-Master 2, with its iconic red and blue Pepsi bezel, is experiencing unprecedented demand that shows no signs of cooling off. This watch represents decades of aviation history wrapped in one stunning 40mm package, with the ability to track multiple time zones, making it both practical and beautiful. The current stainless steel version on Jubilee bracelet has become nearly impossible to obtain from authorized dealers, with waiting lists that some say could stretch a decade or more. What makes the Pepsi GMT special is its perfect balance of functionality and style. The colors are bold without being flashy, and the watch works equally well with a suit or casual wear. The ceramic bezel technology ensures the colors won't fade, addressing concerns collectors had with earlier aluminum bezel versions. Market data shows the Pepsi GMT has appreciated faster than almost any other Rolex in recent years, and 2026 could bring even more dramatic increases. With Rolex's production constraints and the watch's growing popularity in Asian markets, prices are being pushed higher every month. If you can secure one now through the secondary market or get on a dealer's list, you're making a smart move for your collection. Number 7. Cartier Santos. The Cartier Santos might surprise some people on this list, but this watch is quietly becoming one of the hottest pieces in luxury watches right now. Originally created in 1904 for Brazilian aviator Alberto Santos Dumont, this watch literally invented the modern men's wristwatch category. The current Santos collection features Cartier's innovative quick-switch bracelet system and a design that's remained remarkably consistent for over a century, proving its timeless appeal. What's driving interest in the Santos is a broader market shift toward elegant sports watches that aren't Rolex or Patek Philippe collectors are seeking alternatives with serious heritage and distinctive design. The exposed screws on the bezel, the railroad minute track, and the integrated bracelet give this watch instant recognition on the wrist. Cartier has been experiencing tremendous growth in their watch division, and the Santos sits at the heart of their success. As more people discover this piece, availability is tightening and prices are climbing steadily. By 2026, experts predict the Santos could see 30 or 40% appreciation as it cements its status as a true icon worth investing in today. Number 6. Grand Seiko SBGM 221 GMT. The Grand Seiko SBGM 221 GMT represents incredible value in the luxury watch space, offering finishing quality that rivals Swiss brands at twice the price. This GMT watch features Grand Seiko's excellent caliber 9S66 movement with a true GMT complication, along with their signature Zaratsu polished case that creates mirror-like surfaces you simply don't see at this price point. The watch market is increasingly recognizing that Japanese watchmaking deserves respect alongside traditional Swiss brands, and Grand Seiko is leading this charge. The SBGM 221's champagne dial catches light beautifully, and the 39mm case size makes it incredibly wearable for those who find modern sports watches too large. What makes this watch a smart buy right now is that prices are still reasonable compared to Swiss alternatives, but that gap is closing rapidly. Grand Seiko has been raising prices consistently, and as their brand recognition grows globally, earlier models are appreciating nicely on the secondary market. The build quality is absolutely stunning when you see it in person hand-finished indices, perfect dial printing, and movement finishing that would cost $20,000 from a Swiss brand. By 2026, expect this watch to be significantly more expensive as collectors realize what an incredible value proposition it represents today. Number 5. Tudor Black Bay 58. The Tudor Black Bay 58 has become the hottest watch in Tudor's lineup and one of the smartest purchases you can make in the sub-$5,000 category right now. This watch takes everything people love about vintage dive watches and packages it in a perfectly sized 39mm case that wears comfortably on any wrist. The 58 name refers to 1958 when Tudor introduced their first dive watch, and this modern interpretation captures that vintage spirit while using contemporary materials and movements. What makes this watch special is its versatility. The gilt dial markers, the slimmer profile compared to regular Black Bays, and the excellent bracelet make it work for literally any situation. Tudor, as Rolex's sister brand, benefits from similar manufacturing quality but at much more accessible price points, though that's changing quickly. The Black Bay 58 has waiting lists at most authorized dealers now, something unheard of for Tudor just a few years ago. As Rolex becomes increasingly difficult to obtain, more collectors are discovering Tudor's offerings, and the 58 sits at the top of their lineup. Market trends show this watch appreciating 15 to 20% annually, and by 2026, it could easily be 50% more expensive than today. If you want a fantastic daily wearer with serious investment potential, this is your watch. Number 4. Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch. The Omega Speedmaster Professional Moonwatch is the only watch ever worn on the moon, and that historical significance alone makes it eternally relevant to collectors worldwide. This manually wound chronograph has remained remarkably unchanged since the 1960s, creating a direct connection to space exploration history that no other watch can claim. The current generation Speedmaster, introduced in 2021, features the excellent caliber 3861 movement with coaxial technology while maintaining the classic aesthetics that made this watch famous. What's driving Speedmaster prices upward is a combination of factors: increasing production costs at Omega, growing collector interest in watches with genuine heritage, and the realization that this represents exceptional value compared to similar chronographs from other brands. The Hesalite crystal, the manual wind movement, and the lack of date complication keep this watch pure and focused on its original purpose. NASA still issues Speedmasters to astronauts today, continuing a legacy that spans over 60 years of space exploration. By 2026, expect Omega to implement another price increase, potentially pushing the Speedmaster Professional past the $7,000 mark. Getting one now at current pricing means you're securing one of watchmaking's most important pieces before it becomes significantly more expensive. Number 3. Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Extra Thin 16202 ST. The Audemars Piguet Royal Oak Jumbo Extra Thin 16202 ST represents the pinnacle of luxury sports watch design, and its prices are climbing faster than almost any watch in production today. This 39mm masterpiece, designed by legendary Gerald Genta in 1972, features an ultra-thin profile at just 8.1mm thick, making it wear like a dress watch despite its sporty design. The integrated bracelet, octagonal bezel with 8 hexagonal screws, and tapisserie dial create an instantly recognizable aesthetic that's been copied but never matched. What makes the 16202 ST particularly special is its self-winding caliber 7121 movement, which is incredibly thin yet beautifully finished to hot horology standards you can admire through the sapphire caseback. Getting this watch from an authorized dealer requires either tremendous luck or a significant purchase history, with wait times often quoted in years if you can even get on a list. The secondary market shows this watch selling for significant premiums over retail, and those premiums continue growing month after month. Audemars Piguet produces relatively few watches annually compared to brands like Rolex, making their pieces naturally scarce and highly coveted. By 2026, analysts predict this watch could appreciate another 40 to 50%, making today's already high prices seem reasonable in retrospect for those lucky enough to secure one. Number 2. Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711. The Patek Philippe Nautilus 5711 is arguably the most famous luxury sports watch in existence, and even though it was discontinued in 2021, that's precisely why it belongs on this list. The final production pieces are still circulating in the market, and prices have exploded since the discontinuation announcement, but experts believe they'll climb even higher through 2026. This 40mm masterpiece features Patek Philippe's legendary finishing, an integrated bracelet design that flows seamlessly from case to strap, and the caliber 26-330SC movement with their Geneva Seal certification. What made the 5711 special wasn't just its design. It was the perfect combination of casual elegance, exceptional craftsmanship, and Patek Philippe's unmatched prestige in watchmaking. Buying a 5711 now isn't about getting a deal. Retail was around $30,000, and secondary market prices exceed $100,000 easily. It's about securing a piece of watchmaking history before prices go even higher. Patek Philippe's replacement models haven't captured the same magic, making the 5711 increasingly desirable as time passes. By 2026, this watch will be 5 years out of production, cementing its status as a modern classic whose value will likely continue climbing for decades. Number 1. Rolex Submariner 1266 LN. The Rolex Submariner 1266 LN takes the number 1 spot because it represents the perfect combination of accessibility, heritage, and investment potential going into 2026. This 40mm dive watch is arguably the most important sports watch ever created, with a design that's been refined over 7 decades into absolute perfection. The current generation, introduced in 2020, features Rolex's excellent caliber 3D235 movement with 70 hours of power reserve, a slightly larger case than previous versions, and a ceramic Cerachrome bezel that will never fade or scratch. What makes the Submariner special is its position as the ultimate tool watch. It's equally at home diving, in the boardroom, or at a formal dinner. This versatility, combined with Rolex's legendary build quality and brand prestige, creates perpetual demand that far exceeds supply. By 2026, expect retail prices to increase and secondary market premiums to grow even larger as this watch becomes increasingly difficult to obtain. If you can secure a 126620 LN now at anything close to retail, you're making what might be the smartest watch investment decision of the decade.